week, the NFC North. So we're going to go through predicted records, predicted standings, how they all finish, and then we will also get into the superlatives. So we're going to go through MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Breakout Player, and Coach of the Division in the NFC North. Let's go.
I will start at number 4 here. And before we start, I'll preface this again by saying, yes, this is our record prediction, but it's less about the record that these teams are given and more about the ordering of them. But I will give you what we think roundabout their record will be. Number 4, Minnesota. To me, it's about a 7, maybe 8-win team. I think it's going to be probably the best fourth-place team in football.
Yeah.
And this is just based on I love their weapons. I love their head coach, Kevin O'Connell. I just don't know what I'm getting at quarterback. I like Sam Darnold, but I think he's fooled us before, right? I don't think – neither of us think he's a guy that can go out and win 10, 11, 12 games and be a playoff caliber quarterback. But it's also on the same token, he's talented enough where I wouldn't be, floored if it happened, though.
Yeah.
Right? He's good enough which in a good situation, could he go win a bunch of games? It wouldn't surprise me. Let's put it that way.
He could, but I'm not going to predict it. I think 7 wins is right where the Vikings should be. When you get inconsistent quarterback play, that's what you're going to get. You're going to sneak out a couple wins, run the football. You're going to have some defensive games, I guess, but I don't even love their defense that much. 7-10 feels right. Vikings in the basement.
All right, number 3 here, the Chicago Bears. Now, this record prediction is very conservative if it was all up to me. This is a 2-person show, though, of course. So this is what we came up with as a...
I think 9-8's fair. 9-8's fair, especially for a rookie quarterback. He can play well.
See, now I personally think it's an 11-win team. So, just throwing that out there. I think they're so. If I had my own predictions, I think they're an 11-win team and then they win a playoff game.
That's insane.
Either the number 5 seed or 6 seed and they win a playoff game. If they're the 5 seed, they're going to get Atlanta. You don't tell me they can go into Atlanta and win. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I'm just saying.
So either way, but anyway, here's things that are not debatable. Since acquiring Montez Sweat last year, week 8 or 9, they were a lights-out defense. Matt Eberflus also took control of the defense. The DC, left the team, was dismissed from the team. Eberflus took over the defense. They got Montez Sweat. They became a top 5 to 7 defense in football. So that part is true. They also went out and added Rome Odunze. They added Keenan Allen. DJ Moore is still there. They have 2 good tight ends in Tonyan and Cole Kmet. They have decent backs. DeAndre Swift, they just signed this year. The offensive line's improving. They draft Darnell Wright last year. They had some younger guys already on the line that are getting better. To me, if Caleb can just be pedestrian, I think it's a 10-win team. You said 9. I can live with 9.
I think 9.
At 9-8, I think they still get into the playoffs, so I'm okay with it.
9-8, or I could see 10, but I don't think anything over 10. I think even if Caleb Williams has a great year, I think 9 wins is really good for him. I think 10 wins is really good for him coming out as a rookie. So I think 9-8 is fair.
So I'm looking at what I predicted. We made a bet on it. It's right here. I said it's over-under of these, so 42-50 in terms of yards.
I took the under. You took the over.
24 touchdowns, 88 plus pass rating.
So whoever wins
if it's over that, I paint your nails.
Yes, but if it's under that, I paint your nails.
Yes, and 2 of the 3
stack categories. So you have to win 2 of the 3.
So if he's over the yards and over the rating, but under touchdowns, I win.
Yes.
Yeah.
And please, if anybody's watching that doesn't understand the nail painting reference, it's because Caleb Williams paints his nails. It's not because we enjoy painting nails. I just want to put that out there.
That's a good asterisk there. Yes, thank you. Number 2 here, Green Bay. I think they are a tick above Chicago. So if you think Chicago is a 10-win team, I think Green Bay would be 11. If you think they're an 11-win team, Green Bay maybe 12. But they're right in that same category of a Chicago, but a little bit better. Because I think I just know what I'm getting more with Jordan Love. And I'm a huge Caleb guy, but I know what I'm getting a little bit more with Jordan Love. Yep. He's still not 100% proven, though.
No, but it comes down to the consistency of quarterback play, and I trust Jordan Love way more than I would trust a Caleb Williams at this point.
I would say, and I think this will be more on my side. I think it may be more of a hot take. I think they are going to be more similar in terms of the level of play at the quarterback position. I think where the difference is Matt LaFleur is a significantly better head coach than Matt Eberflus. And I don't think that's debatable at all.
I'll agree with that part, yeah.
Yeah, I think the offensive weapons are close. Green Bay's are younger. Chicago's are more proven. So it's, a toss-up there, but I think the head coaching advantage is decidedly in Green Bay's favor.
Yeah, I like it.
Number 1, Detroit. I think they have the best quarterback in the division. I'm a huge Jared Goff supporter.
This team, man.
I think this will be last year's the best quarterback in the division, but I think he right now is. I think they have 2 really good backs. They have probably the best offensive line in football. A star at pass rusher in Aiden Hutchinson. I think they're going to improve in the secondary a little bit. That's still the weak point of their team, but this team can score points. So I think they're going to be fantastic. I think they take a slight step back. They won, 12 or 13 games last year? I think they're an 11, maybe 12-win team this year. Okay. I think it's a tough schedule. It's a first-place schedule, so it's not going to be a cakewalk, but I think they're still the lead dog in the division.
Sure, yeah, okay, so let's do this. So I know we normally do it, and we will do it after the divisional predictions are all wrapped up. After we've gone through every division, we go through and we predict what the playoff picture will look like, and then give our Super Bowl winner. Where do you think the Lions fall? Do you think they make a playoff run this year again? And do you think they can get any further? Do you think they've gotten better to the point where they can actually compete?
Well, they got to the NFC Championship game, so can they get further is asking if they think they're making to the Super Bowl. Can they? Yes. Do I think they will? No. Okay. But I think they absolutely can. I would not be floored. I think they're going to be probably the 2 or 3 seed.
I think there's more talent coming into the NFC right now, so if they have a window, it's now and it's closing a little bit.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think also that Goff contract's going to kick in. You're going to have to start paying some of these young guys. Yeah. So you're not going to be able to keep 2 good backs. You're not going to have, 4 out of 5 all-pro offensive linemen. You're not going to be able to have 3 good receivers, right? So I think while they have this team maybe 1-2 more years, they're going to be able to really kind of load up, and then they're going to really have to start making some tough decisions. So
that's fair. To run back through, we got the Lions in first place at 11-6. Packers trailing behind them only by a game at 10-7. The Bears in third, another one trailing by a game at 9-8, and the Vikings in the basement at 7-10. But a very tight, very close, and a battle of a division in the NFC North this year.
And you guys can mention me by name. My name's Tim. Mention me in the comments that I am an 11-6 predictor of the Chicago Bears, and hit me. Okay.
All right, let's get into
give me some hate.
Superlatives now.
Okay, MVP. Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, best offensive player in the division. Dare I say easily?
But on the worst team in the division.
Yeah, but I think without Justin Jefferson, is it even close to a 7-8 win team?
No.
Probably a 5-win team without Jefferson.
Yeah, he adds a lot of value.
He's one of the only non-quarterbacks that I think is worth a win or 2 in a season, right? Like everyone's like, oh, take away Devontae Adams from the Raiders. I'm like, yeah, they're still a bad team. Like like if he misses a game, the line moves maybe 2 or 3 points. Like if Jefferson misses a game, the line moves 6. Yeah. Right? Like he's one of the guys that's worth a win at least per season. So I would say he's the most valuable in terms of how much is he worth to that team.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's where you can find the value, what it looks like without him there. Sure. All right, offensive player of the year.
This was a hot take. I think we discussed it. I think Josh Jacobs is going to thrive at running back for the Packers. I think despite them having a ton of talent on the outside, despite what we think or what they think at least that they have in Jordan Love, I think it's going to be a run-first offense.
He's going to need help.
Matt LaFleur's been.
He's going to need help. You need to take the pressure off of him somehow.
Well, Matt LaFleur's from the Shanahan tree, so we know he likes to run the football. It's the same McVay, Shanahan, Bobby Slug. They like to run the ball, establish the line of scrimmage, and he's a great back, and he was in dysfunctional Vegas forever.
Yeah.
I think when he finally gets a breath of this is a winning organization, a good organization, I think he's going to be I can actually be good, and he's going to be really good.
I like it. Yeah. Defensive player of the year.
Aiden Hutchinson. I think there's an argument he's a top 3 to 5 pass rusher in the league. I think he's going to kind of pop off a little bit. So he was almost an argument for breakout player, but I think he's already kind of broken out.
He has, for sure.
I think he's going to take the next step and really put himself in the superstar category. I think right now he's a star. I think he's going to take that next step and be a superstar.
When you look at people and the best pass rushers in the league, 3 names come to mind: T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett, and of course, Aiden Hutchinson.
I agree. I think Nick Bosa's up there. To me, it's T.J. Watt in tier 1, and then I would put Garrett, Hutchinson, Bosa in tier 2, Nick Bosa, and then that third tier I'd go Joey Bosa and a couple other guys, Khalil Mack, I'd put him in that third tier. But I think Hutchinson's in that second tier firmly.
He's really starting to separate a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, breakout player of the division. Go ahead, say it.
Caleb Williams.
There it
Come on. Look, this is the best situation a first-round pick has ever gone into. People are like, whoa, did you see what Kyler did his first year? And Jamarcus Ross, like those guys went into tire fires, right? Like people are forgetting they didn't have the number one pick because they earned the number one pick. They had the number one pick because they fleeced Carolina's incompetent front office for the number one pick. This is a 7-win team last year with some of the worst quarterback play in football, right? If he's just average, it's not worth a win, really. Like, they can't get to 8 or 9 wins if he's just average. Like, he's going to be really good. Again, best situation a rookie quarterback, or at least the first overall quarterback, has ever walked into. Caleb Williams is going to have a fantastic year.
All right, coach of the division.
Matt LaFleur. I know he's not coming in first. I know Dan Campbell's going to maybe have more wins and go on a deeper playoff run, but
he's a mastermind.
Matt LaFleur is a genius. He's a really, really good head coach. Fantastic. I just think Dan Campbell's more of a motivator, and I think he's kind of elevated more by his coordinators than I think LaFleur is. So I think LaFleur is doing, I don't want to say more with less, but kind of more with less.
With less help.
Sure, I think that's fair.
Not being propped up as much by genius coordinators.
Yeah, like I think Ben Johnson's really good. I think Aaron Glenn's a good coordinator with an improving defense. So yeah.
Okay, run us back through them.
Jefferson and MVP, Josh Jacobs at Opoy, Depoy, Aiden Hutchinson, Breakout Player of the Year, Caleb Williams, rookie, and Coach of the Year, Matt LaFleur.
All right, there we go. That is it. That's the NFC North. Go check it out. They will be posted everywhere, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can find all those links in the link tree or on the website in the description of the episode, no matter how you're watching. So go check that out. But